You are here because you want to buy general contracting leads, probably or most likely was researching that. And it's very good that you found this video because I could tell you from a 15+ year marketing and promotion expert why it is that you do not want to buy these leads from these lead sellers. You are much better off generating your own leads. And I'm not saying that because I also have a business where we generate leads for clients. I can tell you from the other side because I know the people who generate the leads who then sell them to you and have general contracting leads for you to be able to buy. The short of it is anything that's that easy is probably too good to be true, and all your competition, if it were that good, would just be going ahead and doing that too. And unless you can sell purely on price or want to, which there's plenty of reasons why you don't want to do that, other than the fact that you don't get very much money, which I'm going to go into, buying these general contracting leads isn't going to make sense because people that buy quality buy in a very specific way that the lead sellers themselves are not marketing in the have their setup to collect leads that to attract the people that want to buy quality. Long-term, really good businesses are built upon reputation in the general contracting space and getting a good quality client that will leave you a good review that then you can use to get another good quality client and so on and so forth. And you build your business from that, not buying cheap leads from lead sellers who are the opposite of that, who want to buy on price, that then leave crappy reviews and then build your business on a foundation of crap, essentially. So with all that said, I'm going to go into the finer points on the things that I just mentioned so you understand what you actually want to be doing and why you do not want to be buying these leads from these lead sellers at all. So getting into the content, people want to buy leads for their general contracting business or contracting business, mainly it's simple. They don't want to put the work in to figure out how to generate their own leads or spend the money with the right kind of people to generate their own leads. Or you may have tried to hire somebody to generate your own leads and it didn't work. And the reality is, just to give you a quick fresher there, like I run a PPC ad agency. I also have other businesses as well. But the number one reason why people don't get results from their running ads for their business, for their general contracting business, is because they try to get away with spending $400 or $500 a month to manage their ads. You tell me, if somebody was excellent at running ads and getting great results, why would you be selling your time for $50,000 a year to one of these budget low-cost PPC agencies? It doesn't make logical sense why they would do that if they could start their own little site up and make way more than that. Somebody who knows how to market can make lots of money. They don't need to work for pennies. So, and the people that can afford to pay the right rates, they're not charging, or in other words, the agencies that can hire the right people, which they're the person that really knows what they're doing is getting paid six figures, they're not able to charge their clients $400 or $500 a month for PPC services. So, 90% of these ad agencies that help you out are scams to begin with, but that's mainly because they know the game. They want people want to hear that it's cheap, they want to believe it's cheap, so they sell them the cheap. And then as a result, they get railroaded, and then they think that none of these ad agencies work, so then they just buy from these lead sellers, which is almost as bad. So not to say if you pay $5,000 a month for PPC services, it will be guaranteed to work, but at least you have a chance to have somebody who's serious about getting you results and that is putting decent amount of effort into it because, thinking about it from the outside perspective, since everybody wants these leads on Google or whatnot, the person that gets them is going to be the person that puts the best effort in and does it better than the competition. And that's actually how it is. So if you're going to do better than somebody, then you're going to have to think outside the box and do a little bit more, not spending $400 a month for an ad agency, which if that was all it took, your competition would have already been doing it. So anyway, with that said, the reason why contracting leads that you buy from lead sellers suck is because, well, there's several reasons. First of which is the lead sellers that make money selling all these leads are selling the leads, which you probably already know this one, to 5+ other people already. They put up a non-branded website that just says like general contracting services, but there's no like, if you pay attention, there's no clear company that's this website, you know, but it was put out by any one company, if you will. And so that when somebody fills out the form, they take that form lead and then they sell it to like 10 other people. And so effectively, the form lead, they run a Google ad. Somebody gets to the site after typing in general contracting leads or general contracting services. They get to the site, they fill out the form. It costs them $50 or $100 to generate that lead. They sell it to 10 people for $20 each. They doubled their money. Okay? Now, the main reason that's a problem is because the people who buy quality or buy on quality, they are not buying from non-branded sites that it's not clear who it is that this web page was made by. They buy from contractors' websites, and when they're searching online for a contractor, that have long time in business. They have excellent reviews. And they can actually see that the person that they're dealing with is not a fly-by-night company. And they're inquisitive and they want to check into that. So when you buy leads, effectively these people are getting them directly from Google. They're setting up a non-branded website to attract people who don't care about reviews and probably just now want to buy on price, and that's effectively what it is. Or you could run an ad on Google for your highly rated company, your GC company, and get the person who's attracted to people that have a good reputation and get the lead that way versus the other way, buying it from the lead seller, and then now the person was attracting the wrong type of person that you don't want to begin with. So do you want to work with people who only want the cheapest price most of the time? If so, buy your lead from the lead seller, okay? I can tell you though, it's not just in the general contracting space. The people who leave the most bad reviews are going to be the people who want to buy on price. The people who pay the least expect the most. It defies logic why people who want to pay the least expect the most and has the highest or lowest threshold in which they would be willing to leave a bad review. But that's exactly how it is and what happens. So you're playing with fire. If you have a legit business set up, buying these leads from these lead sellers, trying to make it work, very likely you're going to be getting some negative reviews for low margin work on top of it. So you're going to be working your ass off for little money and then risking your reputation of your business while you're at it. In addition to this, general contracting leads bought from these lead sellers that are trying to sell them to you, a lot of times, again, I know because I talk to these guys, I'm in the space, they also try to sell those leads first. So not only are they trying to sell that same lead to 10 other people a lot of times, but they're going to try to take their crack at them at first. So in other words, they'll have a salesperson answering the phone right away as soon as that form is filled out on their little website, their non-branded website, and then they try to sell them the service. Why? Because if the person's qualified and they said that they're ready to go and they're ready for an estimate, they could sell that estimate for another amount of money, of which is a lot more than what they could sell that lead just being a lead in itself, a form fill in itself. Instead of charging 20 bucks for that form submission details, now they could charge 100 bucks for an appointment to juice how much they're making from what it costs to get that person to their little web page in the first place. So you're getting the leftovers of somebody who couldn't get them to book an appointment, and then on top of it, 10 other people are going after them. This makes no logical sense unless you're selling on the cheapest price. Because after 15 people have contacted them or whatnot, that's the only real thing that's going to get their attention enough to be willing to respond and do business with you. So if you're not the cheapest, basically forget it. And if you are the cheapest, what the hell are you doing, basically? I mean, I understand there's some people that want to do that, and there's a market for that. But, you know, your business is not going to be sellable for the most part. You're going to get, it's going to be hard to even build up any kind of reputation because you're going to have the wrong people. And then those people are going to refer other shitty people. Why would you want to do, I don't understand why you would want to do that when you could do good work, pay more to get the lead initially, when I say pay more, by hiring an actual expert who knows what the hell he's doing and is not just telling you what you want to hear, so you can get a cheap price for setting it up and then failing. You could start, you know, your business could be on a whole different trajectory ultimately to get the right people, and then refer the right people, and then so on and so forth. That's where you should be. I would recommend to nobody to try to sell general contracting services for the cheapest price and building your whole business from that. So when I say general contracting leads are garbage, buying leads from anybody, even if you're talking about Angie's leads or anything else, it's all bullshit, and they're garbage. Why? Because they're all basically getting them from the same place. That is Google search, or you can add Microsoft / Bing search ads there as well. Well, yeah, some people say that they get ads from Facebook. Those are mainly bullshit leads. Why? Because somebody who wants to hire a contractor, they're not going to just deal with some rando person who showed up for them on Facebook. Yeah, you can generate leads that way, but they're still going to then go to Google and check out who's the local people in the area to get second quotes. So that lead's just not that great. And therefore, but more importantly, if they're going to go to Google anyway to get other quotes, why not just be there where they're actually in they're in the market to hire somebody seriously, versus on Facebook, a lot of those people, we're never going to hire somebody. It was like a fleeting interest, which is why those leads suck. So anyway, the real leads for general contractors is going to be on Google. When you set up a campaign for yourself on Google from somebody who really knows what they're doing, that isn't going to just tell you what you want to hear, which is it can be done cheaply. And I realize you do it cheap because if it doesn't work, at least I'm not out something. Well, it's like saying I'm not going to put gas into my car until it's already moving, it's just basically dumb. You can set up the campaigns your way. That is, if you want to go after the super good people, you can find all the little parts of your metro area that you're in. If you're in New York City, you're covering New York City area, all the boroughs. You can find the actual zip codes where the high-income homes are at, and just target those. You can do that with Google Ads once you have the control, versus when you're buying leads from somebody else, you don't have that control. And now you're in position to know, like, every single person that comes to you is going to be somebody that's serious. They're going to have a lot of money. They're not going to complain. They're going to give you good reviews. They're going to refer other people, all because you did the right things from the very beginning, the way that you're supposed to be doing if you are legitimately offering a good quality service. And you're not just trying to be the cheapest one and then, getting some reviews that are bad and then shutting down and starting up another business later on. Which, if that was the case, yes, you could make some money technically on buying these leads, but that's a whole different ball of wax to begin with. So in general contracting, I do recommend setting up your ads to only show up for people that are in income neighborhoods because the margins on that business is so much better, and you just know the person when they contact you is going to have the money to spend. Versus some of these other places, a lot of times they can just waste your time. They'll get quotes and they never end up going with anybody. So, but anyway, that's some basic information I wanted to tell you general contractors out there about in terms of being careful of buying these leads. If you're going to buy leads, don't do it. Generate your own leads, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a PPC company. And I didn't say it was easy. It can be easy if you have the money to pony up for the right people who are not a scam to do it. Which, if you want to not get scammed, you could certainly, as much as it's cheesy for me to say this, you could just contact our agency. One of the things that we do is we guarantee results for our clients or before you get the results you want, you don't have to pay anything. Or unless you get the results you want, you don't have to pay anything. But it can be easy if you just hire the right money, and it's not going to be, hundreds a month. It's going to be thousands, but the results are there, and it doesn't take very many deals, as you know, to justify a few $1,000s a month worth of marketing expense. You just can't expect it to be easy, because if it was easy, your competition would already be doing it. So, and it takes a good ad that's well targeted on Google. It doesn't show up for a million things it doesn't need to be, that the ad can get clicked at a higher rate than your competition's ads that are there now, and it's taken to a page where you can get 15+% of the people to call you. Otherwise, the ad cost of running the ads and getting the clicks is not going to pay for itself after all your expenses. So, but I'll wrap it up with that though. If you have any questions about anything I covered today, anything in the GC marketing world, or just anything about running ads for your business, feel free to leave me a comment below. I get back to every single person who leaves me a comment on this channel, usually within a couple days' time. Beyond that, if you like the information I shared, you want to learn how to do this stuff yourself, not hire an agency, this information on this channel is just about making money with ads. And it comes from somebody that's been doing it for 15+ years and just an ad strategy all day long for our clients at our agency. It's the best information I promise you can find on YouTube on how to do that exact thing. Running ads on Google and Bing like I was talking about. So you should subscribe, and then furthermore, I also have a blog at guaranteeppc.com/blog where you can also find written material from myself if you want to expand further and you like what you see on the channel. I also have a column that you can read that has techniques about the latest and greatest on entrepreneur.com as well. If you are looking for an ad manager just to set it all up for you, like I mentioned, we guarantee all the results we provide. In that, we can provide you so many leads on so much ad spend, guaranteed, or you don't pay us anything. And we're talking about leads, 30, 40, 50 bucks each on Google, highly qualified prospects. If you want those kind of results for yourself, we'd be happy to set you up a campaign and then not take payment unless we can deliver that for you for sure up front. It's not, our services aren't super expensive, but they're not cheap either. But you get what you pay for, like I said. So if you're interested in that, though, you can reach out to me at guaranteeppc.com, and we can talk over and give you an estimate of how many leads we can provide you, setting up your own ads the way that you should, like I talked about, and what's involved in it specifically. If you are not looking to hire an ad manager, what we also do is we sell ad templates. So basically, if you're not in a geographic market that we're already in with a current client, we could sell you the ads, the landing pages, everything we use to get results for a general contracting business already, and then you can just copy and paste the success and the ads and everything that we've gotten results with in your from our clients that we worked with in a different geographic market into your own account and get the same results for yourself. And those are sold just as a one-time fee. We started doing that because we know a lot of people they want to manage their own ads, but they still want good results. So that's a great second way to go about getting results in your general contracting business. If you're interested in that, you can let me know. I can also, of course, let you know what results you would get in your own geographic area, wherever you're at, along with that, if you reach out. But if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me at guaranteeppc.com as well. I can talk that over with you, what the opportunities are, and then like how many leads you would be able to develop from that, or using those templates in your market in terms of the volume of leads that you could get, which I know you would also obviously be interested in. But with that said, I'll wrap it up with that. Hopefully that was useful for you. The information I presented will help help you stay away from what you shouldn't be doing, and more importantly, start down the path of what you should be doing and where the real millions are at, and the real effective stuff for your GC business and in general contracting markets out there to build a business the right way. So with that said, though, I'll wrap it up. Hopefully, you take the advice that I give you and you execute on it, and I hope to see you on my next video where we have another great, different strategy that you can use for your business there as well. See you later.